The Nancy Guthrie banner has been here from the News 4 Tucson studios for just about a week now, and you can see how much support the Guthrie family has from people here in the Tucson community. Kelly would be the first Arizona lawmaker to run for president since John McCain. McCain was the Republican presidential nominee in 2008. He lost to Barack Obama. That's closed off right now. You won't be able to get through there, and I've been told by officers that this is just standard procedure when they have such a big moment like this. A shocking end to a tragic story. The Miranda father who pleaded guilty to the murder of his 2-year-old daughter after leaving her inside of a hot car took his own life just before he was supposed to be taken into custody. And that is where this execution is going to happen of Aaron Gunches. This is going to be the first execution in Arizona in 3 years. Idea Challenge is an opportunity for students and faculty members here at the University of Arizona to really put their heads together and think up things that will really change the world. Any moment now, House lawmakers are expected to vote this afternoon to force the release of the Justice Department's files on the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. Let's go and take a live look right here inside the House. There is House Speaker Mike Johnson. Homicide investigation is underway right now at a home near the intersection of Sonora and Grande. You can see the general area on the map here.
You're quite a skier, aren't you?
Yes, I do. I go to the Flagstaff Nordic Center all the time. Not sure if they've opened yet, but
okay.
I'm sure they will be soon because it looks like they're getting a lot of great snowpack. So.
Yeah, no kidding.
All of this, there have been moments of light, though. One of them, a call to our newsroom from a woman compelled to help. News 4 Tucson's Robbie Reynold joins us now with that story.
It all started with one yellow ribbon, and then dozens more, handmade and sent to Tucson, the woman who made them, calling them ribbons of hope. And they're already being worn by employees here at El Charro, where Nancy Guthrie had lunch with her daughters just 5 months ago. Yellow ribbons, a symbol of hope.
I was saying we just hope that it brings awareness to the public, to just as media slows down, to remember to keep a watchful eye and ear out, and just to remember that she's still missing.
For Melanie, it's a labor of love. She and her friend Regina started making ribbons in 2003 when Lacey Peterson, a pregnant California mom, went missing. They made more when Natalie Holloway disappeared, and for others, until it became too much for two people.
I've been praying through every ribbon I make for answers.
Compelled by Nancy's story, Melanie started making ribbons again, and she sent the first batch to us here at the station. Word of the ribbons coming to Tucson touched Ray Flores, the president of Flores Concepts and C. Charro. We gave his restaurant family the first shipment. This is the first time Flores has spoken publicly since Nancy's disappearance.
When we realized it wasn't just a simple lost person issue, the severity of it really kind of hit home because she had just been here a couple months before with Savannah filming an episode for the Today Show.
While he didn't know Nancy personally, Flores says he saw the closeness between her and her girls in his restaurant the day of the shoot.
You could tell they were a very loving family, and whenever you have that kind of pain hit, it does. It affects you because you can feel it in your own community, in your own heart.
For his employees, Ray says wearing Melanie's ribbons offer hope and remind us that Nancy is still out there, along with others that are missing. He believes as a community we can all help by remaining vigilant, and he wants to emphasize that for both English and Spanish speakers.
If you see something, say something. Si ves algo, diga algo.
Omar works at El Charro and was there when the Guthries visited in October. He and other El Charro workers support the ribbon campaign.
We're still supporting them, and we're still thinking about them every single day.
We have a lot of people coming through here, so the more awareness we can create, the better.
And that awareness is already starting to spread among El Charro's customers.
It's a great program to have that, to stay united, to create something positive of something that's actually very sad.
A small ribbon that has the capacity to make a big difference.
If we can communicate a message of hope, then that's the only and best tool for all of us to be part of.
Employees at all the C. Charro restaurants will soon be wearing these yellow ribbons of hope. As more on the way, Melanie has already made a second batch, and they will be distributed throughout our community. Reporting from El Charro downtown, Robbie Reynold, News 4 Tucson.
Thank you, Matt. A new police facility is now open in Tucson, and officials say it's really going to help people on the east side. News 4 Tucson's Robbie Reynold has more on this new annex.
New Tucson Police Chief Monica Prieto came to this morning's ribbon-cutting ceremony, and she believes that this annex will really improve response times on the east side.
1, 2, and 3.
The facility is on Kolb Road, north of East Science Park Drive and just south of the intersection at Camino Boladoras. It was funded by Proposition 101 Tucson Delivers, a measure approved by voters in 2017 that pays for road and safety improvements. The annex is not a fully staffed substation. Instead, several units will work out of the facility in an effort to improve the reach of the department.
Our officers will be able to do their administrative duties here since there is offices and workspaces, and allows them to have a little bit of a respite area without them having to go on the other side of the division, therefore allowing us to be more embedded in the southeast portion of the community.
When people call for service, sometimes it can take a really long time to get from one side of this district for our police officers to get all the way out here. So this positions our officers further out to be able to improve response times.
On the east side, Robbie Reynold, News 4 Tucson.
Olympics are officially underway. It's time for us here at Tucson Today to give winter sports the old college try. For my co-anchor Robbie Reynold, that meant heading north to find a hidden gem in Arizona.
I'm Robbie Reynold for Tucson Today. Goes to the Winter Olympics. I'm here at the Arizona Nordic Center in Flagstaff, Arizona, where we're going to learn all about cross-country skiing.
There's a lot of different ways to do it. Like you're always trying to find the way that's going to be the most effective. You know, like you're tailoring your lesson to like who folks are and what they need at a specific time.
Nordic skiing is the use of skis to quickly navigate snowy terrain. It's been an Olympic sport since the first Winter Games in 1924. Despite Arizona's hot weather and mostly desert environment, the employees of the Arizona Nordic Center work to create skiable trails.
The ski community is unique here because of the fact that this is where you get to ski in like this whole section, like Arizona, the lower section of Utah. So we're the closest skiing for like many miles.
There are two types of cross-country skiing you'll see at the Olympics, classic and skate. There's no lifts in this sport. You have to go uphill and downhill.
You do have to be in good shape. It's a great workout. I think that's one of my favorite things too. I just think that it's a really unique way to like get further into the trees and like get out into the backcountry.
The Beijing Games will feature races at various distances, relays, and the sport of biathlon, which combines skiing with rifle shooting.
It's got some pretty great things, and like watching skate skiing, people going fast, and it's great. It's really fun.
For Tucson Today goes to the Olympics, I'm Robbie Reynold, News 4 Tucson.
Robbie, I must say, you chopping that wood.
That was great, right?
That was my favorite part.
Yeah.
I knew that was going to be your guys' favorite part. I want to thank the Arizona Nordic Village. They hosted me. It was tons of fun. Got to meet everybody out there. So it was a blast, yeah, and it was fun because, you know, we don't have a lot of snow here in Tucson, if we ever get any at all. So moving up there to see some snow was great to take a little trip out there. So thanks again. It was a lot of fun to do that.
Well, it's one of those things where it looks really easy, but I'm sure it is very, very difficult to do, especially going uphill. I can't imagine having
and you filmed this yourself. Let's point that out.
Yeah,
That's
I did this all
impressive.
myself. It was just me in a cabin up there in Flagstaff doing all this. And yeah, I saw the wood with the axe there, and I just couldn't resist. So that was my first attempt at the wood. And once I realized it wasn't going to work, I was like, I got my shot. That's good.
I'm glad that you didn't take down the camera when you were moving around.
All right, today's show is coming up next. We'll be back here tomorrow at
We believe now, after we've processed that crime scene, that we do in fact have a crime scene, that we do in fact have a crime, and we're asking the community's help.
Back to that breaking news now. The search for Nancy Guthrie. The Pima County Sheriff's Department is confirming that a crime has in fact been committed in the disappearance of the 84-year-old. She is the mother of today's show's Savannah Guthrie. This case hits especially close to home for us here at News 4 Tucson. Savannah Guthrie used to work here at KVOA, and we are bringing you team coverage today as we have News 4 Tucson's Andrew Capasso near the home where Nancy Guthrie was last seen on Saturday. But first we go to News 4 Tucson's John Macaluso, who is at this morning's press conference at PCSD headquarters with the very latest. John. Thank you, John. The Pima County Sheriff's Department is interested in any footage folks living near Skyline and Campbell may have on their doorbell and house cameras. And that's just what deputies are out doing this hour, asking people who live in Guthrie's neighborhood to check those cameras for any signs of suspicious activity. News 4 Tucson's Andrew Capasso is live near Nancy Guthrie's home with that part of our live team coverage. Andrew. Thanks, Andrew. This morning, Arizona Representative Juan Ciscomani speaking on Nancy's disappearance, saying, quote, Laura and I are praying for Nancy Guthrie and for her safe return and for strength and peace for the entire Guthrie family. If you have any information that could help, please contact law enforcement immediately. Again, if you have any information, you are encouraged to contact 911 or the Pima County Sheriff's Department at 520-351-4900. That's 520-351-4900. And stay with News 4 Tucson online and our social media platforms for the very latest on the search for Nancy Guthrie. All right, 12:36 now. Live look here at the pool at Weston La Paloma from Storm Tracker 4 Skycam Network. Let's check that forecast. Storm Tracker 4 meteorologist Dee Cortez. Dee, how is our afternoon looking right now?
It's warm. We're already seeing those temperatures going up, but we're going to be tracked warmer than what we should be.
All right, interesting to know, Dee. Thank you so much. Well, another day, another huge win for the Arizona Wildcats. They made history over the weekend, beating Arizona State up in Tempe, going 22-0 now on the season. That is their best start in the entire program's history. The Wildcats beat the Sun Devils 87-74 Saturday afternoon at Desert Financial Arena, moving to not just 22-0, but 9-0 in the Big 12. Freshman Koa Pete led the pack with 21 points, while Arizona dominated the paint and out-rebounded Arizona State 47-32. The Wildcats have a few days to recoup before they face off against Oklahoma State this Saturday here at home. So, Ed, did you miss the Grammys last night? Don't worry, we're going to break down all the winners and passionate speeches coming up next.